which means and the glory. In this manner is formed the cross of light. Which means, now clasp your hands in a praying position on your chest, with both arms and elbows raised to be encompassed in a horizontal beam of light. Vibrate the final word, L'Olam. L'Olam. Amen. Meaning forever. Amen. Face the east. For the ceremonial instrument, you may use a stick of incense, a ritual dagger, or the pointed index finger of your right hand. Inscribe in the air before you a large vanishing pentagram. That means, with your ritual instrument in your right hand, start at the lower left-hand point of the pentagram, opposite and outside your left hip. The hand is moved to the uppermost point of the pentagram, which is pictured in front of and just above your forehead. Continue tracing downwards to outside and opposite the right hip. Now move upwards diagonally to outside and opposite the left shoulder. Horizontally across your body to a point even with and outside your right shoulder. And complete the pentagram by moving down to the starting point opposite your left hip. As your hand moves, visualize a beautiful blue flame which follows the point of the dagger as it inscribes the five-pointed star. When the pentagram has been completely traced, thrust the point of the dagger to the center of the pentagram, vibrating the deity name, Yod-Heh Vav-Heh, imagining that your voice carries forward to the end of the universe. With dagger still extended, turn in place or circumambulate to your right, to the south, and make a vanishing pentagram. That is, starting from the lower left and moving to the upper center. And with the central thrust of the dagger, vibrate the deity name, Adonai. Each pentagram remains aflame and is connected with the continuous circle being traced by the extended dagger. Turn or move to the west. With arm and dagger extended, make the same type of pentagram as before. As you once again score the dagger in the center of the star, vibrate the God name. Now turn to the north. Dagger still extended. Make the same type of pentagram. And upon completion, thrust the dagger in the center of the star and vibrate the deity name. Agala. With arm and dagger still pointed, return to the east. Complete your circle of flame by bringing the point of your dagger to the center of the first pentagram. Pause a moment. Imagine, and above all, realize, you are standing in a flaming circle with beautiful fiery pentagrams in each quadrant. Facing the east, with arms outstretched in the form of a cross, say and vibrate before me, Raphael. Behind me, Gabriel. At my right hand, Michael. At my left hand, Oriel. Before me flames the pentagram, and in the column stands the six-rayed star. Follow the above pentagram ritual, once again using the Kabbalistic cross as the Imagine yourself beginning to grow taller. The earth is getting smaller. A small, revolving ball beneath your feet. Far out in the universe, you see a brilliant, scintillating white light. Visualize this brilliant light descending to form a sphere of light just above your head. Raise your right hand slightly above your forehead. Bring the ball of light down and touch your forehead, vibrating the word Ato. Ato. Which means thou art. The hand is now brought straight down to the region of the solar plexus. As the shaft of light descends to the feet, vibrate the word Malkuth. Malkuth. Meaning the kingdom. Visualize this brilliant shaft of pure light from above and touch the right shoulder. A sphere of light is formed just off the right shoulder, in tone of the word Vagabura. Vagabura, which means and the power. Move your right hand across your body. At this time, the left shoulder is tapped, and another sphere of light is formed while you vibrate the word Vagadula. Vagadula, which means and the glory. In this manner is formed the cross of light. Now clasp your hands with both arms and elbows raised. Vibrate the final word, La'olam. La'olam. Amen. Meaning forever. Amen.
أنا صوتي بيموت من الجوع، ما شو تاخذي كمان؟ أفيقوا بالليل بيبكوا من الجوع، يعني ما بنس.
The lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. Ato. Malkuth. Vagabura. Vagadula. La'olam. Amen. Yod Hey Vav Hey. Before me, Raphael. Behind me, Gabriel. At my right hand, Michael. At my left hand, Oriel. Before me flames the pentagram. In the column stands the six-rayed star. Ato. Malkuth. Vagabura. bornless ritual. Thee I invoke, the bornless one, thee that didst create the earth and the heavens, thee that didst create the night and the day, thee that didst create the darkness and the light. Thou art Asa Arnepha, whom no man hath seen at any time. Thou art Iarbes. Thou art Ear, approach us wrong. Thou hast distinguished between the just and the unjust. Thou didst make the female and the male. Thou didst produce the seeds and the fruit. Thou didst form men to love one another and to hate one another. I am Achaf the Consu, thy prophet, unto whom thou didst commit thy mysteries, the ceremonies of Hem. Thou didst produce the moist and the dry, and that which nourisheth all created life. Hear thou me, for I am the angel of Ptah, Apophres Ra. This is thy true name, handed down to the prophets of Hem. Hear me. Arei, Theof, Ribet, Atheli, Berset, They thou hast distinguished between the just and the unjust. Thou didst make the female and the male. Thou didst also eBay, Theof. Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. I invoke thee, the terrible and invisible God, who dwellest in the void place of the Spirit. Aro, go, go, Abra, so, sound, Ludori, Fal, Arthur, R-A-P, the bornless one. Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of a rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. Hear me. Ru Abrai of Mario Dom Babylon Balbin Abaft Asalonoim Arfen Eof E Proteth Abrasax R-A-O-O-U Ishure, mighty and bornless one. Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. I invoke thee, Ma-ba-ra-e-o, E-O-El, Kothan, Asori-Balo, Abraf. Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of a rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. Hear me. After Abaftan, Basom, Isak, Sabaoth. This is the Lord of the gods. This is the Lord of the universe. This is he whom the winds fear. This is he who, having made voice by his commandment, is Lord of all things, King, ruler, and helper. Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. Hear me. E-A-O-U, Hey-U-Ray, E-O-U, Hey-U-Ray, E-R, E-R-A-O, E-O-O-U, Abrasax, Shabriam, O-O, Osh, Osh, Adonai, A-Day, A-Do, Angelos Tontheon, and Lala Lai Ga-E-R. R-A-P, Diathana Thoron. I am he, the bornless spirit, having sight in the feet, strong and the immortal fire. I am he, the truth. I am he who hate, that evil should be wrought in the world. I am he that lighteneth and thundereth. I am he from whom is the shower of the life of earth. I am he whose mouth ever flameth. I am he the begetter and manifester unto the light. I am he, the grace of the worlds. The heart girt with a serpent is my name. Come thou forth and follow me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. E-R-O, Sabao. Such are the words.
Did you know that cilantro can detox your kidneys, reduce inflammation?
Esti profani, all lusty and fatal. In the name of the mighty and terrible one, I proclaim that I have banished the shells unto their habitations. I invoke Tahuti, the Lord of wisdom and of utterance, the God that cometh forth from the veil. O thou majesty of the Godhead, wisdom crowned Tahuti, Lord of the gates of the universe, thee I invoke. O thou of the ibis head, thee I invoke. Thou who wieldest the wand of Dagopan, thee I invoke. thou who bearest in thy left hand the rose and cross of light and life, thee I invoke. Thou whose head is as an emerald, and thy limbs as the night sky blue, thee I invoke. Thou whose skin is of flaming orange as though it burned in a furnace, thee I invoke. Behold, I am yesterday, today, and the brother of tomorrow. I am born again and again. Mine is the unseen force whereof the gods are sprung, which is as life unto the dwellers in the watchtowers of the universe. I am the charioteer of the east, lord of the past and of the future. I see by mine own inward light, Lord of resurrection, who cometh forth from the dust, and my birth is from the house of death. O ye two divine hawks upon your pinnacles, who keep watch over the universe, ye who accompany the bier to the house of rest, who pilot the ship of wrong, ever advancing onwards to the heights of heaven, Lord of the shrine which standeth in the center of the earth. Behold, he is in me, and I in him. Mine is the radiance, wherein the clouds float over the foam. I travel upon high. I tread upon the firmament of news. I raise the flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye, ever rushing on in the splendor of the daily glorified Ra, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I say, come up upon the mountain, the celestial waters shall flow at my word. For I am Ra incarnate, Ephra, created in the flesh. I am the eidolon of my father Tamu, lord of the city of the sun. The God who commands is in my mouth. The God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is the sanctuary of truth, and a God sitteth upon my lips. My word is accomplished every day, and the desire of my heart realizes itself as that of the tower when he created his works. I am eternal, therefore all things are as my designs, therefore do all things obey my word. Therefore do thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence, unutterable wisdom, all light, all power. So, Hermes, Mercury, Odin, by whatever name I call thee, thou art still nameless to eternity. Come thou forth, I say, and aid and guard me in this work of art. Thou, star of the east, that didst conduct the Magi, thou art the same all present in heaven and in hell. Thou that vibratest between the light and the darkness, rising, ascending, changing ever, yet ever the same. The sun is thy father, thy mother the moon. The wind hath forming in its bosom, and earth hath never nourished the changeless Godhead of thy youth. Come thou forth, I say, come thou forth, and make all spirits subject unto thee, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of roaring air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God's advanced one may be obedient unto me.
Hello, I'm Patrick Stewart. I believe in help.
Relaxation It is important that all the exercises on all of these tapes be performed regularly. Sooner or later, some salutary results may follow. You might then wish to offer up a prayer of thanksgiving at the opening of each practice session. Use your own imagination and ingenium to compose the kind of prayer that suits you and your own beliefs, rather than follow slavishly some already existent prayer, no matter how excellent it may be. At the root of all systems, metaphysical or occult, relaxation of physical and mental tension is considered a prerequisite. Unfortunately, most systems contain only a rudimentary technique inadequately developed for the use of the new student or beginner without any assurance that it will produce results. I want to present a time-honored viewpoint that is repeatedly confirmed with usage of the newer scientific techniques of biofeedback. First of all, the student is to lie down on his back on any hard surface, or on a bed with a firm mattress, or on a table covered by a thick blanket. A well-carpeted floor has been known to be most satisfactory. For some, a small cushion is permitted for the head. The basic idea is to let the hard surface support the body. Too often, when lying down, we remain fully tensed when we should permit the muscles to loosen up altogether. Thus, we support our bodies with much too much tonicity instead of letting the hard surface do the supporting for us. He must give himself wholly up to it. A few deep sighs will prove of inestimable value. He should engineer some rudimentary relaxation of the diaphragm, the big muscle separating the chest from the abdomen. What is proposed then is for the student to consider in his imagination every part of the body from brain to the tips of the toes. No intricate knowledge of anatomy is really required. On the other hand, however, if the student has been taught the broad outlines relating to anatomy and physiology, he may find that knowledge useful. While lying on the back, a thick, large pillow should be slipped under the knees so that the knees are raised some few inches from the surface. This tends to induce a mechanical relaxation of the spinal muscles. Let him now cross one ankle over another, heels resting on the hard surface, and fold the hands over the abdomen by interlacing the fingers. Consider the brain by visualizing it in the skull. Everyone has at some time or other seen diagrams of the cerebrum. Imagine now that the brain is a mass of white and gray nerve substance divided into a right and left hemisphere with a little bulb at the back. The entire surface of these structures is marked by numbers of lobes, convolutions, and depressions. Try to feel that this brain, normally white and gray, and this visualization dilates the blood vessels in the head, automatically directing an increased blood supply there. This creates warmth over and above the normal amount, and this radiating outwards to surrounding structures produces a relaxation. Maintain this visualization long enough to become aware of some kind of sensation in the head, subjective sensations of warmth and tingling. Yet these are not wholly subjective. Biofeedback experiments indicate that the temperature of fingers or toes using this method may be increased by a degree or two. Relaxing the entire body thoroughly in this way will also be found a distinct stimulus to the maintenance and or recovery of perfect health. Imagine next that the blood, which has been warming and so relaxing the brain, pours downwards from the frontal portions of the brain into the forehead, the eyes, and the temples, dilating the blood vessels there. Go through a similar procedure as previously described until you obtain that characteristic sense of warmth, tingling, and relaxation. These are quite unmistakable, being the hallmarks of the induction of a local release of tension. Passing contemplation downward to the ears, reflecting also on the inner ear mechanisms, the cheeks of the face and the nose. Imagine the blood flowing there, bringing about the relaxation of
also be found a distinct stimulus to the maintenance and or recovery of perfect health.
surplus of blood in that area. Pause long enough until the appropriate reactions and sensations are clearly noted. Meantime, should your attention wander away to the events of the day, don't get angry or irritable. Wait quietly for a few seconds and gently bring the attention back to the consideration of the area in question. The mind is bound to wander at the beginning of these exercises. It only requires some training and re-education. Bring the blood in your imagination to the lips, the mouth and gums of the teeth, the chin and the angle of the jaw. This procedure having been applied to the whole head, including the back of the head, you should pause for a little while to become completely aware of the sensations involved. Also note that the entire body should have begun to lose its grosser tensions. Since the brain is the nerve center of the whole psychosomatic organism, when it relaxes, so also will all other subsidiary parts. The neck is the next area to be considered. The student should visualize the windpipe with all its component parts, if he knows them by name, together with muscles and glands in the front, sides, and back of the neck. They should be imagined as turning pink due to the
your imagination to the lips, the mouth,
holding more blood, are gently warmed by its heat, and thus being coaxed into relaxing. As the tensions begin to loosen, pass the attention to the powerful muscles of the shoulders and shoulder joints. Pay great attention to these, for they are unusually tense in most modern people, the price we pay for the benefits and stresses of civilization. Let the attention slowly wander from the shoulders down the arm to the elbow, forearm, wrist, hand, and fingers, dwelling for a minute or so on each part, feeling a sensation of warmth and tingling there, firmly telling each part to relax. Return in imagination once more to the shoulders. Visualize the entire chest cage. Within this cage are several large and important organs: the bronchial tubes, lung, heart, large arteries and veins leading to and from them, and the diaphragm. Also make note of and feel the powerful rib muscles which aid the breathing function. Just make a simple picture of this cage and begin to feel that slowly the blood pours into every dilated artery, vein, and capillary. The muscular walls of these vessels relax, enabling them to convey larger quantities of blood than before. Because of this increased blood supply, a greater quantity is being generated in the chest, resulting in a generally diffused sense of relaxation. So far as the abdomen and pelvis are concerned, a similar technique is to be followed. thinking of the large areas which include the individual organs that you know to be housed there. Feel the warm descent of the blood and experience fully the sensation of aliveness that the consideration of those parts produces. As you practice, you will at first become increasingly conscious of each bodily segment, becoming aware of each separate organ, rather as one does of each tooth if and when there is a toothache. This awareness
enabling them to convey larger quantities of blood than
of
before.
sensory awareness.
Because of this increased blood supply,
The
a greater quantity is being generated in the chest,
and consciousness
resulting in a generally
easily from view. Eventually, consciousness of the body as a whole vanishes entirely, with a deep and abiding serenity and stillness resulting. Having completed the irrigation of the pelvic area, imagine the life stream of blood dividing into two powerful rivers, each sweeping down one hip and thigh. Consider the thigh as far down as the kneecap, in a manner similar to that applied to all other portions of the body until you become aware of the warmth and relaxation of the heavy, thick muscles. Then pass downwards with the mind to the ankle and finally to the tips of the toes. Become fully aware of each minute part of the body, becoming absolutely flooded by the bloodstream, which enables it to undergo this needed release from tension. The entire process from head to toe should take not less than a half an hour at first. More time would even be more satisfactory. As time goes on, less time may be necessary to induce relaxation, until finally the mere wish or thought to relax will spontaneously induce all muscles and tissues everywhere in the body to relax their chronic tension. Skill is the important factor, and skill is achieved solely by practice and constant repetition. In this way, a conditioned response may be built up with the almost instantaneous reaction that such reflexes have. Stand erect. Spread your feet slightly apart. Take a deep breath. Stretch and twist your body. Relax the muscles. Twist and stretch again. Relax. Exhale and let your body flop from the waist, dangling like a rag doll. Inhale and bring your body back into the upright position, loose and relaxed, but upright. Exhale, let your body flop again. Inhale, coming up from the floor. Exhale, flopping forward. Inhale, up and relaxed. Exhale, flop like a rag doll. In, up, 3, 4, out, flop, 3, 4. In, 3, 4, out, flop, 3, 4. Wiggle your body. up and down like a snake. Turn it loose as if it were boneless. Let go completely. Arms, head, neck and shoulders, all loose. No tension. Let us dedicate this work to an awareness of the ever-living God by using an ancient prayer. Who should not praise thee, O Lord of the universe, unto whom there is none like, whose dwelling is in heaven and in every virtuous and God-fearing heart. O God, thou vast one, thou art in all things. O nature, thou self from nothing, for what else can I call thee? In myself I am nothing. In thee I am self, and exist in thy selfhood from eternity. Live thou in me, and bring me unto that self which is in thee. Lie down and make yourself comfortable. You are now ready to become more aware of your body. Breathe easily with the lips slightly open. Wiggle around for a moment to find that one position which is most comfortable for you. Now stay in it. Do not move from it in any way. From this moment forward, remain absolutely motionless. Make no voluntary muscular movement, not even a wiggle of the toe or the bending of a finger. Motionless. Now try to feel what is going on inside your body. Let your mind roam freely from head to toe and back again. Slowly, deliberately, methodically. Verbalize what you do feel. Speak out loud as though reporting your different sensations. You are attempting to do one thing and one thing only: to heighten your awareness of sensations inside your own body. You may become conscious of an itching in the scalp. Leave it alone. In a moment or two, it should die down and then totally disappear. Your attention may soon be distracted by a muscular itch or a tingling somewhere else in the body. Whatever it is, again, do nothing about it. Merely observe. Sensations in the different parts of the body will come and go without apparent rhyme or reason. Watch them. Become aware of your body as something you have lived with. And perhaps now, for the first time, you watch it let go and become soft and relaxed. Above all, make no judgments about what you observe. Merely notice. Don't criticize or reject any of these sensations. They may be comfortable or uncomfortable, pleasurable or otherwise, but they are your own. Try to become keenly aware of all the sensations without trying to ignore them or to change them. Be aware of everything that is going on inside. This is the process, eventually leading to self-realization, the integration of the whole man. Sensations in different parts of the body will come and go. Watch them. Verbalize and study what you do feel. Let your mind roam freely without becoming fixated on any one part of your body. Make no judgments about what you observe. Make no effort to separate your mind, your awareness, from these bodily sensations. There may be a great temptation to think of something else to distract your mind from discomfort. Don't succumb to this. Just watch and observe. Concentrate only on what we are doing, watching and observing our body sensations. Don't criticize or reject any of the different sensations, comfortable or uncomfortable, pleasurable or otherwise. They are your own. Accept them just as they are. You do nothing else but merely observe the rise and fall of sensations without attempting to modify whatever may occur. This practice heightens the function that is called self-recollection, mindfulness, and self-awareness. Experience what is going on inside your body. Become aware of what is happening. Observe the rise and fall of bodily and muscular sensations. Don't attempt to modify whatever sensory phenomena may occur. Verbalize. Express clearly what comes before your attention. Your awareness. What you realize that you are becoming aware of your body. You are really trying to become aware of what it feels like.
Are you working in? You playing the hokey pokey with heaven? If you do not forgive,
Let your mind move around. Don't try to restrain it or to fix it on any one area or to any one sensation. Let your mind float around inside from head to toes. Take the time to really get the feel of your body. Become aware all the time, not just when it hurts or when there is a pain or an ache.
Forgive them, and I have to do it because I know what's all that. I don't want to.
Feel and experience the difference in the different parts of your body. Sense what is going on within your body. With one broad mental sweep, become aware of the body as a whole. From the crown of the head to the tips of the toes. See what the body feels like. Whether it is beginning to tingle or whether it has just faded out, leaving you as a kind of free-floating entity, a free floating self. Now stretch and twist and enjoy the feeling of your body on the surface. Try and feel what it's like. Wiggle your body around. What sensations do you derive from this? They can be extraordinarily pleasant and pleasurable, and should be. Feel what your body is like as you move it, and as you finally let it at rest. Give thanks for whatever guidance you have received or progress made. Blessed be thou, Lord of the universe, For thy glory flows out to the ends of the universe, rejoicing.
Robinhood Gold offers one of the highest APYs available. Sign up now and get the first 30 days free.
The first key is, I reign over you, says the God of justice, in power exalted above the firmament of wealth, in whose hands the sun is as a sword, and the moon as a truth-trusting fire, who measures your garments in the midst of my vestures, and trust you together as the palms of my hands, whose feet I garnished with the fire of gathering, who beautified your garments with admiration, to whom I made a law to govern the holy ones, who delivered you a rod with the ark of knowledge. Moreover, you lifted up your voices and swear obedience and faith to him that liveth and triumpheth, whose beginning is not, nor end cannot be, which shineth as a flame in the midst of your palaces, and reigneth amongst you as a balance of righteousness and truth. Move, therefore, and show yourselves. Open the mysteries of your creation. Be friendly unto me. For I am the servant of the same your God, the true worshipper of the highest. Akar Zoda Kara Iadoho Tor Zodu Odo Kite Kar Zoda Kare Oda Zoda Moranu Zodorji Lape Zodorido Olnoko Mada Dasi Yadapio Elos Oatahi Ia Ida. That was the first key. The second key or call is rather shorter and reads thus. Let me interpose this comment about the calls. They're couched in biblical language. Dr. Ordi was a Christian in the Elizabethan era and was a student of the Bible. So when these calls were received, they had this very biblical flavor. They may not mean very much, but they sound very impressive and therefore have some emotional value as a stimulus to awakening the magical power in invocation. This is the second key. Now, in the Enochian tongue, it goes something like this, and I'll go a little bit slowly so that you can get the feeling of it rather than anything else. Oel Sono Veo Saji Goho Iada Balta Ilonshu Kal Zodvan Peho So Beira Zodola Rore Ita Nunzod Pes Odaji Ra'a Tamal Piriji Daes Hoel Ko Ka'a Notha Zodi Mazod Oda Ko Man Maha Ta Non Blohe Zodi Enu Soba Tagila Ginonu Pe Pirji Aldi Daes Urbas Obole Lira Same Kasame Ohorela Ta Bapia Daes Zod Nurenu Saji Kaba Erme Idana Pilahe Zodmi Zodnu Rezod Adna Gono